Welcome back. As the season of Lent gets underway for billions of Christians around the world, Pulitzer Prize-winning historian Jon Meacham is taking a new look at the final moments of Jesus on the cross. His book is The Hope of Glory, Reflections on the Last Words of Jesus from the Cross. Jon, good morning.
Thank you.
Why did you're a historian, not a theologian per se, not a pastor, preacher.
No. I practice without a license.
Yes, exactly. But you are a man of deep faith yourself. Why did you want to write this?
Well, I did it started out as a series of sermons for our church here in New York years ago. And I find that if you go back to the scriptures themselves, if you try to go back as best you can to what unfolded in real time and the story that was so important to those first generations, it actually deepens my faith as opposed to weakens it.
I was going to say, because as a historian, you can't turn that off in yourself and the way you look at things.
But we know more about Jesus than we know about a lot of ancient figures. The Gospels are not biographies in this classic sense. They were written to convince. They were written to convert. But you look at it, and it's really the last sermon, as it's been called. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Assuredly, you will be with me in paradise. It's this remarkable message, particularly in our own time, of mercy and love and duty.
They are, but you know what? They're not easy. This is not an easy read. I was looking at some of them. Some of them are, we remember when Jesus forgives on the cross. Yeah. But then there are things where he says, I thirst. My God, why have you forsaken me? There's doubt. There's suffering. There's aloneness. It's heavy.
And that's why the historical nature of this means so much to me, is that this is not a fairy story. This is, we know that as well as we know that anything that happened in the ancient world, in about the year 33, Jesus of Nazareth was convicted by Pontius Pilate, went to the cross, suffered and died, and his first believers believed that he had risen from the dead. That is determined how we tell time. It's determined the architecture around us. It's built the infrastructure of much of Western life. It's the single most important event, arguably, in human history. And so understanding what the evangelists meant, what did those words mean at the time, why were they included in the Gospels, what's the message, it's as important a story as anything that we talk about.
There are these 7 different statements. It's like your book is like a devotional as you reflect on each of these statements and what they mean. Is there a through line? Because on the surface, they're very different kinds of statements.
They are different, and that's fascinating because they're these 7 remarks. It's an ancient discipline to preach on these on Good Friday. The through line is, this is a human being who is also divine, but you can't move the human part away. He suffers, he bleeds, he dies. We can then argue all we want about what that meant. But there is the inescapable, I believe, historical reality that this remarkable figure, whom people like me believe is the second person of the Trinity, was a real person who breathed and gave us a message and possibly a portal to salvation.
You say in the book you're not a proselytizer, you're not an evangelist. That's not in your tradition.
Nope.
But there's something to learn, especially in these anxious times, for anybody who just wants to even look and reflect on these words.
You know, religion is very divisive, like everything else in our life now, but it doesn't need to be. Look at the civil rights movement. Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks and John Lewis were doing what they did not because of an abstract idea, but because of the Sermon on the Mount. The core Christian message is to love your enemies and to turn the other cheek. And Lord knows I fail in it 6 times before breakfast. But we're called back to that cross again and again.
Man, that's always good when you don't think of the earthly things, but you think of the things above. And this book helps you do that if you're feeling that way. Jon Meacham, thank you so much. The book is called The Hope of Glory, and you can find more about it at today.com/shop.